Hey YouTube. So this literally is my fourth time making this video. I'm getting so mad. Okay, so let me just let you know that the first video was like super long and I tried to upload it and then it said your video is too long, you need to like shorten it or trim it. And since you guys obviously can tell I'm not very techy, even though I need to learn how to video edit because I need to keep you guys interested, I guess. But if you like me, right? Why do I gotta do all that extra stuff? But anyway, first and foremost, I want to thank you guys for watching my videos. Well, my last video, and subscribing and leaving comments. I really do enjoy it. I like meeting new people, and I definitely like hearing about what you guys are going through and being able to kind of motivate each other. I'm sitting in a parking lot in the car waiting for my husband because he's in the gym. So if I stop and look around, it's probably because there's people walking by and I look like a weirdo. But oh, and because I'm on base and I'm in Virginia Beach, period, jets tend to fly over. So if I pause and if you hear really loud, it's because there's a jet. So I apologize in advance. I wish I can like show you guys, but I don't know. I haven't figured that out. I'm like slow. Um, but anyway, let me recap on what's been going on. It's been 2 weeks, almost 2.5 weeks since my last video. And I have met with my recruiter a couple times. I was just waiting for one of the meetings with her, to be more detailed, to be able to tell you guys something. I don't want to keep making like 2-minute videos. I'm just trying to see if that's my husband. Okay, so basically, in my last video, I explained to you guys how I went and took the ASVAB and then got the score that I needed. And then I also mentioned a little bit of background on pretty much where I stand and like joining the military, the Navy, and then my waiver, like why I need a waiver in the situation. So this is your first time watching my video, and you don't know why I need a waiver. You can watch that video. I just don't want to continue to keep repeating myself and explain the whole situation. That can tend to get boring. But check that out, and then you'll kind of figure it out. So basically, let me start off by telling you, Virginia and New Jersey are completely different, right? So when I met with her after I took the ASVAB, I came in to write my handwritten statements. And if any of you guys like have a tattoo or need something like myself, or I don't know any other reason why they would have you do it, but it's like a paper, and then you write it. You like state your full name, and it says I declare on that, and then you start like going in detail, right? So in New Jersey, when I got in trouble, I was given 4 tickets for one incident, right? And in New Jersey, I only had to write one statement and explain the whole entire situation. Well, in Virginia, you have to write a statement for each individual ticket, whether the charge was dismissed or not. So let me tell you how it took me like 4.5 hours to write all my statements, because I had that incident, which was 4 tickets, and then I had a speeding ticket and a seatbelt ticket, all in Virginia, right? So each one needed its own statement. And then I write really, really slow when I'm trying to write neat, and then the paper isn't like long enough to write the whole story. So like it's annoying. And then she wanted me to write like every detail, like the department, like what the police department for the New Jersey. She even had me write down like the officer's name, and it was a state trooper, his name, like time, date, everything. So regardless, I got it done. It took a little while, and then oh my gosh, it's a jet sideways. I wish I could show you. I'm just trying to wait because I don't want it to get super loud. All right. So sorry. I lost my train of thought. Snap. So my oh yeah, so the statements. So I did that, right? And then my husband was with me too. Like, he was in and out the office and waiting in the car because it took so long. But because we're married, we had to do, she gave me this paper, and it's a financial obligation paper, basically to write down everything that we owe, like debt wise, so that if I was to leave, and since he's enlisted, would he be left with too much of bills and stuff, and he wouldn't be able to afford it. So I was kind of a little nervous because there's things on my credit report, and his as well, that we did when we were young and stupid. And I mean, we're still young, but I mean like 18, 19, freshly able to ruin your credit. And so that could be a whole nother video. I could talk about that for days. But I was like, okay. So she said, go home, fill this out, and be completely honest to the best of your ability. And then we'll go over everything. So I was like, all right. And then I also needed to come back with my 2 months of my husband's LES, his birth certificate, and his social. And if you don't know what LES is, it's just a pay stub, and that's just a military term for it. So I did all my waivers. He signed some documents for her, and then I made a meeting to come back to her another time. So then I went back to her the second time, and I gave her all those documents, and she scanned them, and then that was it, in and out. And then she's been going up to MEPS, and they had an inspection at the office, so she hasn't really been able to meet with me for a while. And then I met with her finally yesterday, right? So I go in there, and it's basically to just tidy up all my stuff. She went over the financial document, so basically that took most of the time. I was there for about like 25 minutes or more, a little more. And probably I was there for like 45 minutes. So we went over the financial statement. She asked me like details, more details. And then I did that, and I had to write another statement. My folder is like this. They're gonna hate me at MEPS. But I wrote another statement in regards to what I have on my credit, like the things that I owe on my credit report. And I had to be in detail too, and basically explain to them that I am fully aware that my debt is my debt. It's not the Navy's. I'm financially responsible to pay it off and fix my credit. So I pretty much just wrote that. And then I think I mentioned to you guys in my last video, I think. If not, then this is new. But I got a mole removed off my back, and I told her, well, I asked her, I said, hey, do you need, like, is it considered a surgery that I got my mole removed? And she was like, did they send it for a biopsy? And I was like, yeah. So the guy that sits across from her was like, oh, you're going to need her pathology report, right? So I came fully prepared. Let me tell you, because I just want, like, I'm on it to the point where I want this process to go so smooth. Like, I'm trying to get my waiver approved, get to MEPS, get cleared through medical, get into the liaison's office, pick my job, sign a contract, and swear in. Like, I'm just trying to get depped in and a ship date so I can get to boot camp, because I'm ready. Like, I just want it to go so smooth. So I came fully prepared, and she was like, yeah, well, you can, get that and then bring it to me, and then I'll send it up. And I was like, I have it with me right now in my purse. So I pulled it out. She made a copy, and she kind of made a smirk like, this girl is crazy. But I'm ready. So basically she took that, she made copy of it, and then this is the biggest news, right? So she goes, I'm waiting on your police report. She did her police report for Pennsylvania, because I have a Pennsylvania driver's license. One from New Jersey, because obviously I got in trouble in New Jersey, and they want to make sure there's nothing else on there. And then one for Virginia. And since I was honest, I'm not worried about it. But she said, I'm waiting on those to come back, and then I'm going to submit everything to the CO on Thursday night. And then she says, we should hear something back by next week. And the office is closed on Monday. So she was like, sometime next week, it's not going to take long. So I was like, oh my goodness, like, I'm so excited. I didn't think it was going to happen that fast, right? But then I asked her, I was like, so am I going to need to do a psych evaluation? Because that's what they did in New Jersey the first time I had my waiver approved. And she looked at me like I was crazy. Like, what? I don't think so. And she was like, I'm not going to, mention anything to her I'll let her say what she needs. But usually she's really understanding. So I'm excited because it sounds like she's just going to submit it and then the CEO is going to review it and then say yes or no, which I'm hoping. Pray for me, guys, because that's nerve wracking. Last time I had to speak to the CEO and I had to go through a psych evaluation and it took forever. And I'm already at 10 minutes, so I might have to stop this video. But yeah, so basically it's sounding like it's going to happen really quick. So I really hope it works out because I just want to get some MEPS and I just want to, get this going. And she did mention because of the financial statement my husband and I had to do together, I wouldn't be cleared for a top secret clearance, like for intel jobs, because of what my waiver is for. I wouldn't be able to do anything medical or police, like security for master at arms, which is okay because I want an admin rate. So she said I should be okay with all the ones that I told her that I was interested in. So that's good news too. But guys, keep me updated on what's going on with you. With the ASVAB, we need them scores. Get them scores. I'm here. I'm rooting for you because it can happen. And thanks again for watching. Sorry that this video had to suck compared to my first one because my first one was pretty dope. And yeah, guys, I'll get back to you soon because I'm trying to make videos for like everything, like this, and then if my waiver is approved or disapproved, and then MEPS, and then if I get to boot camp, and then after boot camp, that type of thing. Because there's not much of anything on YouTube anymore. I mean, everybody says that, but it's true. Like for what you're looking for, there's not much. Excuse me. But all right, guys, thanks for watching. And then don't forget to like, comment, or subscribe. Thanks. Have a nice day. Bye, guys.